All right. Well, we'll go ahead and get started. Take a drink of water before I start. So, the tools we're going to use today are something with color. I recommend if you have something that's fluidy, like watercolors or um, even an oil pastel, that will probably lend itself well to what we're going to focus on tonight. I'll give you a minute to grab your art supplies. I'm also working on a smallish piece of paper. Let's see. I think this is about a 5 by 7, maybe a 6 by 9. I would stay small because we're only working for a few minutes. And while people are grabbing their materials, their supplies, start to bring your attention to this space. Notice the sounds around you. Some might be near you, some might be far away. And did you find your way to your seat? Just take a moment to really feel the support of it underneath you. Know that for this moment, you've got all the support you need. We'll connect with our paper. I like to sometimes just notice the texture underneath. Start to say hello, the space we're going to work on today. And to really bring ourselves here, I'm going to trace this with my eyes and my nice and slowly. As to start to engage both parts of my brain, all sides, crossing that midline. All right, let's take a breath together. Oh, I just noticed my camera got really blurry. Let me see if that looks better. All right. All right. So, what we're going to work on tonight as we prepare for sleep is putting the day to rest. I've been thinking today about having mixed emotions, emotions that are near the surface, and thought about maybe creating some space to just let those flow a little bit. So we'll start with choosing a color, with one color. And the way we're going to choose our color tonight is I want you to touch into a feeling that you have. Could be a physical sensation, it could be an emotion, it could be a thought that's bothering you that's kind of looping back into a sensation in your body. If we were going to give that sensation, that feeling, a color, let's choose that color. Noticed it was helpful for me to take a deep breath and to feel into that sensation. Kind of, I'm noticing maybe some bubbles in my tummy, right, kind of the base of my stomach. It's bringing up a kind of a bittersweet feeling. So I'm going to just add that color That to me evokes this blueness. I'm going to just work with that color and see where it wants to live on my page tonight. Let's take a few moments to just play with our colors. See where it wants to live, how it wants to move across your page. Allow it to change directions as needed. And remember, our goal is not to create a masterpiece, but to allow whatever you've been experiencing today a place to live. So it doesn't have to go to sleep with you tonight, or you're giving yourself the option at least. If it wants to live somewhere other than your body, it can be on the page for now. It doesn't have to journey with you tonight, unless you choose to. Pay attention to whether or not the marks you're making feel congruent with the sensations that you're experiencing. One way to check in with this is to notice if you're holding your breath or if you're gripping your brush tight. You're trying to force something. I notice sometimes I'm leaning forward as if I'm trying to say, okay, this is my way. But what we want to do so that we can get some rest tonight is to invite some openness, some softness, and some release. Your movements may be much slower than mine, or they may be much faster. Allow that rhythm, the rhythm that the movement and the color is inviting, allow that to support you. As you breathe in and out. Feel free if the color doesn't quite feel right for you. See if there's another color that is more accurate. Sometimes our first instinct is just the tip of the iceberg. Sometimes there's something else underneath. You might try something new and say, no, that first color really was the one that That showed that was the one I needed to work with. So practice comes for a close tonight. You may decide to keep working because I'm going to close with you tonight. What I want you to do is just pause. Notice what is on your paper. Notice the sensations in your body now. It may be at a different volume than where you started. It might be louder, it might be softer. It may have shifted into something completely different. Know that you have the bravery to show up tonight and to be with these feelings. You honored them, and in doing so, you're honoring yourself. So, to close, we're going to finish with one nice deep breath in and out. And I'm celebrating you. Take a moment to celebrate yourself for showing up, opening up. Night.